Hello, darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Raven. I've never seen the movie Hocus Pocus. Please don't kill me in the comment section. I guess that's a thing. Like, people are 100% obsessed with that. So at Halloween, I watched Beetlejuice and then I'm Married Before Christmas, but I've never seen Hocus Pocus. Anyways, that's one random thing about me, and I like to play with hair and makeup, especially things related to vintage, pinup, retro, all that jazz. Today I am doing, I'm a little scared, my eyebrow tutorial. I don't do my eyebrows on camera because they're a little in-depth and take too long, and I think take up too much time with my other videos. So here is a video just for solely my eyebrows, and I hope you enjoy. If you'd like to see how I do my eyebrows, just stay tuned. Alrighty, so let's jump in and work on my eyebrows. I have 4 things that gosh, they look naked without my eyebrow. My face just looks so weird. We're gonna fix that. So I have 4 products that I use. I use 2 different brushes. One of them here has a spoolie on one end and an angled brush on the other. Let's see if I can get that to focus better. You know what I'm talking about. And then I have another paddle brush here. And you see how thin it is there, and it's just got that rounded tip on the top. These are the 2 brushes I use. I also use an eyeshadow or a powder. For me, it's an eyeshadow, but find a powder. I am using one from the Urban Decay Naked Basics. Once I discovered this shadow, I have not changed at all. And I'm using this darkest shade here. Right there, it's like a dark gray brown, and it's called Undone, and it's just awesome. I have black hair, but I don't like to do my hair black unless I'm going for a more psychobilly, gothabilly type look. So my everyday, I go for a brown shade. I also do use a pomade. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the shade Ash Brown. There it is. I've also used the Tame and Frame by NYX. I really like that pomade when I first get it, but after about 2 or 3 weeks, it dries out and I have to repurchase it. It doesn't dry out, but just for somehow the consistency changes. And I found that it is cheaper to actually invest in this, and I have been using this for probably 6 to 8 months now, and I've still got a long way to go. So these are the 4 items I use. Let's get into it, because that just looks weird. Alrighty, so I'm gonna try to get close, and also I'm gonna zoom you in. Ignore this, it's from my glasses. When I fall asleep, with my glasses on, it pushes right there. So I'm going to take my spoolie brush here and just comb them out. And I'm kind of brushing up and out. I really should have plucked them before doing this. So I'm going to go into that color here with this flat paddle brush. I have, and I've always had, a problem getting these parts the same shape. So this is what I have found works for me. I take the end of my brush and I kind of line it up nose, eye, you know the drill. I mean, everyone says it. And I'll take like a mental note of where that is. Then I will tap in, I will just tap in on both sides, tap it off, take that mental note and just lay it right down of where that was and pull back. So I've created that shape right there. And I will do the same thing. I I have a Chihuahua. On the other side. Woo! That ended up dark. This is why I don't do my eyebrows on camera. And then the good thing about going on with shadow is if you do really mess up, you can just take it off because it's shadow and it's so much easier to just wipe off. Now that I've got those two done, I'll just lightly go through that beginning of my brow with whatever's left over. I'll see, this is a little low, so I can show you how I make or deal with mistakes. I can just wipe that up. Now I'm going to switch brushes and use that angled brush. Go into the powder again, tap off, and then draw on my lashes, or I'm sorry, eyebrows. And I try to go in kind of a straight line up to that arch. And I'm barely touching where the brush hits the skin or the hairs. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I'm just filling them in with the powder. Do the same on the other side. And as I'm drawing the second one, I try to mimic the first one. They're sisters, they're never twins. I have hairs on this eyebrow that like to stick down, so I have to kind of push them up sometimes with that brush. Once I get out to that outer corner, then I just come straight down. So you're going up at an angle, and then down at an angle. And I will take my brush and line it up with the outer corner of my eye. Now, because I do a more pinup look, this is right at the corner of my eye. I will actually extend it just a touch. Just a touch. As you can tell, I very obviously don't do the Instagram eyes. I do not draw on little individual hairs. I am not going for that look. I've tried. I'm not very good at it. So I do what works for me, because that's what you gotta do. So on days that I'm going to work or my quick day of makeup, this is all I will do. I will often grab your favorite brow gel. I've got one from NYX. I also have a clear one that is the Ulta brand. That is like the one and only Ulta brand thing that I found that I like. And just go over it to keep it in place. For a more dramatic look, I do the exact same thing. I do the little stamp, drag, fill it in, and then I will go in with the Anastasia Dip Brow and go in and make my lines a little more crisp. When I'm doing the arch, I don't know if this makes sense, but I will go up in the line and then turn the brush and bring it down. There we go. And again, on this side, I'm kind of pushing the hairs up at the same time that I'm drawing, because they do like to go down for me. Get up there and twist that brush, kind of roll it in my fingers. And hopefully they look like sisters. If you want to go for a softer look, you can run your spoolie through them. That will soften it out. I don't normally do that because I go for a little bit harsher of a look when I'm going out of the house, got a day date, or going out to a show. But I am going to finish them off with just a little bit of brow gel. So, oops, I forgot there are 5 products here. 2 brushes, pomade, eyeshadow, and then a brow gel to make sure everything sticks in place. That's it. Oh my gosh, that was really nerve-wracking. I don't usually put my brows on camera because one, it takes forever, and two, I'm just kind of nervous that, you know, internet judgment, whatever. But there you have it. That is how I do my brows. So I really hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any questions, do leave them down below. Let me know how you do your eyebrows. I have done them every different way I think known to man. I've watched millions of YouTube videos. I've been drawing them on for probably close to 20 years because they've never matched my hair. So I've tried everything, and I'm curious what works for other people, and I seem to go in phases, and I'm sure 6 months or a year from now I'll probably have another routine. But since I started doing them this way, I haven't reverted to any of my other ways. Thanks so much for hanging out. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll leave it up here. Check out some other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.